you at Bomas for 6 weeks. Meanwhile, Kenyans are saying, don't kill us.
Don't kill us.
Feed us. Let us send our children to school. Let us go to hospital and get medical care. That is what
simple
is simple.
as that. And if you look at our principles, Kibagendi, very keen on health.
Yeah.
Do we have a member of parliament that has fought for healthcare? Like Kibagendi, literally he was chased out of Bunge because of exposing what is happening in SHA. Going at it with Aden Duale, literally wanting to fight him physically because healthcare is not working. Education, Clive Gisairo is a guy who has demystified education into the simplest terms in all our rallies. Education is very key to him. Edwin Sifuna, we all know him, rule of law, democracy, let people thrive within the confines of the constitution. We need to simplify messaging, gearing up to the next election, because the more complex we make it, the more we are gearing away from what we should ideally be doing as Kenyans. And so our messaging is as clear as that. Yeah. Even as we gear towards coming up with our manifesto and so forth, it's going to be as simple as that. Because what this government has done is complicated so much and taken us away from the basic rights that we should be, enjoying as Kenyans. And it is so sad that we now have to go back to right to life.
I mean,
very, very sad.
Everything that you talk about, like many would say, you talk about the software, and one would say the software and hardware that we do need is, we have it. It's the Constitution of the Republic. Because many say, rather, the fact is, we find ourselves where we are today as a country because we've chosen to look the other way, not to go back and look at what the Constitution is saying, Because here we're talking about if we are to borrow debt, right? It's for what and what's the process of us getting that debt and to do what? It is well stipulated in the Constitution on what that ought to do. We don't do that.
Yes, we don't do that,
We give promises, Nithi Bridge 6 times, Nothing much about it. So where do we place someone who keeps on speaking one thing and doing the other, and read that in the Constitution, chapter 6 on ethics, and you standing up and protecting that office? It is the Constitution that is there. So are we saying